So this seemed like a good idea at the time. Got a fair old hike down to the creek. I should just trek down through this plantation and find a track. Follow that down to the creek. I've been here a few years ago. Trekking back up this hill isn't going to be fun, but hopefully we find some fish down here. It'll make it all worth it. Breaking a sweat already. I'm only on the way down. Things you do to catch a fish, eh? We have found the track, if you can call it that. Something tells me this creek doesn't get fished too often. Hopefully that means there's some big old trout down there waiting for me to catch them. Let's see if we can get to the creek. Lost the track up there. It's sort of overgrown and it just finished. And like years ago when I was here, I remember we followed that track from the creek all the way back out. So I'm not sure what's happened there, but I'm just gonna go down into this gully and then I know that goes down into the creek. So we'll just go down here, and once we hit the creek, I'll be able to find the start of that track for when I come back out. We're in the gully anyway. Follow this all the way down, and waiting at the bottom should be some pristine trout waters. Found some water. Don't think it's going to quite be enough to get the old wild bait swimming though. Yes. Now it's worth it. I'm bush bashing and sweating just to get down here. This looks insane. Right, have a quick drink, chuck this GoPro on my head, cast straight into that pool. So I didn't know it at the time, but I was having some GoPro issues and it didn't record any sound. But here I was pretty much explaining that in these conditions, when the water's real dirty, you're not really sight casting for fish because you can't see them sitting there. So you're pretty much just casting to where you think the fish is going to be. And in a scenario like this, when you can't cast right up to the front of the pool, which is where I would usually like to put my first cast, I'll just start off by working sort of the back end, put in a few casts so that if there is a fish hanging around, you might pick that one up. And then sort of just creep your way forward until you get to a position where you can actually cast right up to the front of the pool and then work the lure back from there. Yeah, because the majority of the time that fish is going to be at the head of the pool picking off any food that's going to be dropping down in through them rapids.
He's going wild too. Oh, check out the colours on him. Oh, he's going nuts. Smashed it up. Oh, dropped him. Man, these fish are little, but they're feisty. That would have been cool to land him, but man, they're putting on a show. That's just the perfect spot for a trout. Nice little pool running, nice little waterfall running into it, creating a little eddy. Usually I only get the one fish out of a pool like that, but it's always worth a few extra casts because you never know. Try and get this one right up the front of the pool. Nope, that's not where it was meant to go. That's better. Oh, got him. Yes. Oh, he's a nice fish too. Oh no. The little micro minnow nearly had the big fish. Oh well, what can you do, eh? Man, I really wanted to land that fish. Fucking hell. One thing I always like to try and do is you can see where the shadow is. If you can walk in the shadows as you sort of approaching the pools, there's much less chance of spooking a fish, whereas if you're out in the sun, you might be casting a shadow yourself, or you know, just giving that fish more of an opportunity to see you. You find it hard to believe you couldn't catch a fish in here, wouldn't you? Oh, there's a trout right there, gonna swim straight past him. Oh, he struck it! Far out, I hope the GoPro can see that. That was nuts. Oh, he's back, he's back. He's still there. I've got polarized sunnies on so I can just see that fish, but I don't know if the GoPro will be able to see that. Oh, that was a sizable fish too. This is what I mean about being in the shadows up here. I'm wearing sort of camo, like blending in with my surroundings. And that fish didn't even see me and it was right at my feet. Oh, I got full body tingles again. thought I'd have one last cast at this pool where I first started. And what do you know? There was one in there. Oh no, here he goes. How you going? The things you find in the bush. Pretty stoked I managed to land that last fish there. I was getting a bit down at the end of the day. Kept dropping fish and, you know, couldn't land one, but that was just awesome to top that off. Just land a fish right there where I was coming out. I found the track. So hopefully you'll be able to follow this all the way back out, but it's not looking that promising because she is heavily overgrown. Anyway, see how we go.